Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Broke Watch Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be going over one of my favorite samurai models, the SRPG21 Special Edition PADI model. This was a watch that was gifted to me by my mother-in-law as a wedding gift, so right off the bat, it already holds sentimental value. The samurai lineup has a special place in my heart as it was my first ever Seiko that I bought. Specifically the SRPG21, the Pepsi Samurai. I foolishly sold that watch to fund other watches, but looking back, I should have kept the watch to serve as a reminder of where I started and how far I've come. I haven't had too many regrets selling watches, but this was definitely one of them. My favorite divers from Seiko have always been the Samurai and the Turtle, so it's only fitting that I have at least one Samurai in my collection at any point in time. The watch comes in at 44mm in case diameter, 13.3mm thick, 48.5mm long, 22mm lug spacing with a nicely sized 7mm screw down crown that is easily gripped thanks to its knurling finish. This type of samurai, also known as the King Samurai in the watch community, features a couple of changes from that of a regular samurai. Instead of the watch being fitted with a Harlex crystal and aluminum bezel insert, the King Samurai comes in a flat sapphire crystal with a nicely done date magnifier and a ceramic insert. Seiko has also added a polished ring on the inner diameter of the bezel, which adds a nice touch of luxury. All other aspects are the same between the two. The movement is the automatic 4R35 that has 41 hours of power reserve, hacking seconds beating at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 200 meters of water resistance, and Seiko's incredibly bright lume, Lumibright on their hands and indices. And speaking of hands, the broad arrow and long sword hands are extremely legible. You can read the time from pretty far out. It's also always a pleasure to see the rocket that is formed when the hands stack directly on top of each other. The SRPG21 is a special edition PADI model. Seiko is the official watch partner of PADI, which is a scuba training organization and stands for Professional Association of Diving Instructors. Starting in 2015, Seiko teamed up with PADI and started releasing special edition models with the PADI logo on their dials. This is usually distinguished by Seiko using a series of blue and red accents to the watch. PADI versions never really intrigued me until I saw this SRPG21. This has got to be one of my favorite PADI versions Seiko has made. The flat black dial is embossed to resemble the PADI logo, which is essentially a globe. It has baby blue accents on the minute hand, along with the first 15 minutes of the bezel insert. The seconds hand is gloss black, with the tip of it being painted in white and the word PADI right below the hand stack. This particular PADI version caught my attention because of two features: the baby blue accents and the embossed dial. I think this was tastefully done by Seiko. I'm glad they chose to make the dial a flat finish, which balances out with the shiny ceramic insert, while also adding a touch of gloss with the seconds and minute hand. The hour hand and indices are all high polished, and the overall look of the watch is very handsome and mature. The date magnifier has a killer magnification ratio that fills the Cyclops well. One of the things I can't stand is a poorly executed date magnifier. Fortunately, Seiko has done well with the Samurai. I mean, look at it compared to Rolex's Cyclops. It's almost identical. It blows up the date just enough and leaves a tasteful border within it. There are some date magnifiers that blow up the date all the way to the edges, just like the Seiko SPB197 review that I did. And there are date magnifiers that don't fill up the Cyclops enough. The watch brand that comes to mind is Steinhardt. The Cyclops is just way too big in my opinion. Anyways, enough rant on the date magnifier. Moving on, the lume is extremely bright thanks to Seiko's Lumibright. And it also helps that the surface area where the lume is applied is large and wide. The bezel action feels dampened in a typical Seiko fashion. and easy to grip thanks to the knurling on the edge. If I were to have any criticisms, it would have to be the rubber strap and the metal keeper. I can complain about the length of the rubber strap being too long, but it has to be in order to fit around a dive suit. But I suppose my real complaint is the metal keeper. The rubber strap always falls out or is on the verge of falling out of the keeper, and I'm constantly pushing it back in. A quick workaround to that is to add an extra rubber keeper like you see in this video. I found this keeps the strap tucked in tightly, but other than that, the watch is great. It wears well with its short wingspan, the construction is durable, legibility is excellent, the quality control on this particular one is excellent with no misalignment issues on the bezel insert, chapter ring, or the crown. Overall, a great sports watch for those who are active. It just won't fit well in an office environment. I noticed there aren't too many reviews on this watch on the internet. There are a lot of videos just showing you the watch, but as far as hands-on experience goes, I believe there is only one other video out there, and that's from Escapement and Watch. Hopefully this video gives you more of an insight from a different perspective. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, take care everyone.